catching you guys up. We did a rearrangement of the living room the other day. And it's like the best thing ever. It totally opened up this space here, which the cats love to play in. You know, their cardboard area, you know, by my records. And this makes so much sense. It's like, and the cats, they're fine with it. I know I'm showing you in the dark, but the cats are happy. There's a cat in a chair, you can't see her. But this works. Look at my line of sight for the TV. I'm not much for watching a lot of TV. I'm mostly at my computer, which is right here in cassette corner. That's where it's going to stay for who knows how long. Right by the AC, which unfortunately is still running, and by a typewriter. But this is awesome. Wishing we'd done it sooner, but there's a time for everything. And it's great for the view of the balcony, which, you know, solar lights rock. And if you're wondering about the cat tower, I just made this the cat central. As you can see, there's a cat. Just put the two towers beside each other, we did. And hi Smudge. She's getting so big, it's like, Smudge! 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 Oh, hi! Hi, Smudge. Yeah? Am I bugging you? Smudge! Smudge! She likes it up there. And Pico is awesome. Pico's awesome. But see, do you see what the poster thing, and they've torn that apart? Thankfully, they can't do anything to this. There's Jejune saying hi, holding down the fort, near the lights and everything. She's awesome. Got my books still here in the book room. And a few minor breakages with the cats going where, like, running about. My writing books are in here. I do miss being in the book room for my writing. To have the books feeling, you know, the feeling of books around me is something I miss very, very much. But during the summer, it made sense to be near the air conditioning because we had heat waves for like a month straight or whatever. It was just, and the AC is not, it doesn't pump out enough to get to this far to the bedrooms. So I miss my books. I miss being around them. Maybe there will be a chair to come in here later or whatever. But this is the book I'm currently reading. I haven't read a lot of it yet because I've mostly been reading poetry magazine. This is the issue I'm on right now. I read like various ones. I don't read them in chronological order. I'm really happy Autumn's here. Okay, so I'll turn on the light. Just don't mind the mess, like some of the clutter. We're still figuring stuff out. Oh, I guess I'll turn on this light and then you can see what's really going on. So this is what's going on from this angle, right? Like it's working. It's working for us, right? There's, you know, the dining room. It's apartment, right? So that table there is for between the chairs, and we used to have them facing the fireplace. Which, by the way, great view of the fireplace for when you're sitting on the couch, and it'll work great for just ambiance. But this is great for like people to sit and be able to look at each other. As far as the typewriter, this is strategic because I do use it for writing letters, and I'm going to use it for a zine that I want to make. And I want to try writing poetry. I'm so scared, but I want to try writing poetry with it. It's electrical, so I have to plug it in. And there's an outlet right under the AC. So I'm going to plug it in, and then I just turn that chair around. Because that chair fits for writing at the typewriter better than that chair that's at the desk for my computer. I'll get a better like chair for desk work. And put that chair probably back in the reading room. But it's a great chair for like it adds for more seating, and where it is actually great for me to just sit there and be able to still see something that's on TV. So anyway, I'm really happy about Autumn. It feels like a chai. See, the cats are just getting bigger, and she's really tiny compared to Sponge. But look how beautiful she is. Oh, and Vincent's so happy. Anyway, this is what I really want to show you guys. Sorry about our messing chart. Yeah, so I just made the decision, take down the postcard wall. All the postcards came down the day before we ended up rearranging the living room. And what we're going to do is have, those are my photographs from our travels to Italy. So, and that's just like a print, like a thing that I picked up at the mall. But we'll put like photos from our travels or photos that mean something to us, and then over there probably more personal ones I'll put there, like of us and whatnot, and people will care. Okay, so these balls are a bit too near the water. So the thing that sucks about apartments is like old unupdated apartment life, but whatever. Making do. So globally local, organic. So we gotta like keep on top of things. I don't want anything to go to waste. So we've got oranges and apples. I had one of these little apples earlier. They're pretty small, but they're tasty. We've got some pears and we got some bananas. Smudge likes to eat the top of this, so I'm a little like I'm gonna have to keep on top of that. So that's our fruit. And I'm just gonna have you look at the wall. We got produce as well. So one of these we'd already had. And then in here we've got corn, cabbage, broccoli. This one's a big fan of broccoli. And we've got greens here, lettuce and stuff. Oh, that's right. Got some potatoes. I know they don't belong in the fridge, but we live in an apartment and you never know what's going on, and bugs and whatnot, you don't know. So, but we'll be eating these quickly. And these came, just want to show you, these came with it as well in the veggie box. And what's great about these is my husband used some of these the other day, like a different one that we bought, they bought on purpose, like instead of it just arriving in a package. And the thing about these is that he made bruschetta or whatever you call it from scratch, and it was so good. I lived on it for days. It was so good. That's why we have basil here, because he used basil and olive oil, and he used what else did he use, like balsamic vinaigrette, I don't know, whatever was needed. These are sun-dried tomatoes. I picked those. This is what I like in my cappuccino. The chocolate almond braise, non-dairy, almond milk. I tried the normal almond milk in the cappuccino after a long time, and I just did not like it. It wasn't sweet enough for me. Oh, hi kitties, they're curious about what I'm doing. One thing, because I've become vegan, but my husband isn't, and we have made, like, he has cooked great meals from these like meal kits, or just in general some great meals. But because I'm vegan, I don't force veganism at him because it's his personal choice. But what has helped us, because obviously he can't cook meat for me, and I prefer meat not to be in the house generally. He had meat in the house for a while, but and there's a mango not ripe, and I'm so scared. Like, I'm still new at this, so I'm so scared it won't like ripen properly. That's the one thing that is a little scary about buying organic, is when you don't know what you're doing. It can be scary. But anyway, these are his favorite things, and this is probably what won him over to not buying chicken fingers, is these. He doesn't buy anything like that. These are so good, and like he said, and posted on my Instagram a photo of a whole bunch of these, and no, what, I'm not paid or anything. These are worth the award winning because they taste amazing. They taste amazing. They're not as big as like chicken strips that you sometimes get in those big boxes, but you don't care. They're just so yummy. They're amazing. They're amazing. Look at that. Now these are what are called junk food vegan. If you're a junk food vegan, if you don't just eat veggies and plants, or if you don't just eat raw. But you know what? Not everybody's coming from that kind of background. So I'm just going to tell you straight up that this is what we're doing still. So those, we had those, very good. And same with these are really good. Now these, some people have, I saw this on a suggestion, you could have these like nuggets. The sauces are always separate. These would serve as good nuggets if you're like a chicken nugget lover. Those would serve well. But we generally use the sauce anyway, you know, rice, veggies, and it works out good. These are, I know you're like, what's going on with all this? But this, we just got the order in today, and it helps for this. This is a recent trying out. We had this once so far, and what I had was like a tomato was still in the fridge at the time, and I knew the tomato was going to go bad. And I'm trying really hard for us to not waste our produce, because you know, it's so easy to like grab quick and easy crap, and you don't eat all the good food you do have. So I suggested to my husband they cut up the tomato and fry, you know, not fry, but put it on top, you know, in the pan they was making this in. Which, this didn't need oil to be cooked, by the way. And look at this. You know, it's still considered, they got some ideas here. Add water, you know? These tasted amazing, and then the tomato on top, just like, it was like a gourmet meal, seriously. And then this is my favorite thing that I've had, as far as, aside from, like, these definitely went out as far as, if you were a chicken lover, which I was. I loved chicken, and I loved salmon. But these, if I was to not be vegan and you were to put these in front of me or some other chicken strips, I would go for these. I'm not even joking. But these were the best surprise ever, and I love these so much. I can't believe how delicious these are. And the first thing I said, and probably something I say every single time we have them, is that they taste better than any crab cakes I've ever had. They're so flavorful, so delicious, so yummy. So, see, you don't have to do without, like, you don't have to go without, if you are at the stage where you're not, like, I don't know, making smoothies or blending on stuff, or only eating whole stuff, like, if you're just not going to do that, or you find that overwhelming, stock up your fridge with stuff like that. Just do it. If you don't have, like, vegan restaurants by you and you don't have lots of money to just, sorry about the dark and throwing stuff in there. If you just don't have the money to be able to, which we don't have vegan restaurants here in my town, and we don't have, you know, we don't have the money to be able to do a lot of that stuff anyway. But see, getting stuff like that, this is the first time I've gotten a produce box in a while, and it's small compared to what I used to get. But as long as we eat it all, as long as I eat a lot of it, I am more into the fruit than husband. It doesn't go to waste, and it's so good for you. It's right there. So I'm gonna get the cat out of the cupboard. Chai, what do you want? Besides to be a cat. She's such a cat. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her being a kitten. She's like, I want to do all the things, like lay here. Isn't she cute? Oh, you can't see her. Vincent on the couch. Pico's on the floor right now. And look at Smudge and Chai right there on the chair. And then my computer waiting for me to do something. Yeah. Look at Vincent. And Pico's purring. Purring, Pico. Vincent. Smudge! Chai, oh, you look so pretty. Look at you. Aww. Look at you, look so pretty and tired. And look at you. Look at you. Yeah. Aww, they're actually behaving. And it's autumn. It's now officially autumn by the calendar, but anybody who goes by the moon would have already called it autumn at the full moon. I think the autumn equinox would have been considered when the moon was full. It's okay. Now the calendar says it's so nice and cool out. You can't see it, but there's so many stars out tonight that you can see. Like that I can see. You can't see it through my camera, but oh, it's so beautiful. The moon, the stars shining in the sky, the empty parking lot. Oh, it's not empty. There's a truck. Wait, let's see. Truck. What for? One of the lights that always goes out before the other. Far too early. It's like 2 in the morning. Like, what the heck? Anyway, and these are still my favorite thing ever. AC on, even though it's cool out, because it's not cool in the apartment.